Hello friends, welcome once again in the video, and today we are going to see acid fast staining. This acid fast staining, it is a technique of identifying the microorganism. The microorganisms which are not easy to stain by the simple staining methods, they need special treatment during the staining because these are type of microorganisms, they resist the simple staining, and for them this acid fast staining has been developed. Now let us see what happens. It is a technique which is called acid fast staining. It is developed by a scientist called Ehrlich in 1882. Second thing about this is, though it was developed by Ehrlich, but later on two more scientists, Zeil and Nielsen, they worked on it, they modified, and therefore this technique is also termed as Zeil and Nielsen staining. The question have been also asked regarding this only, that the Zeil-Nielsen staining is used for acid fast staining. Now, what is the main application of acid fast staining? As we have seen that special kind of treatment is required for certain microorganisms. So the examples of the microbes which need this type of staining, or we can say that this acid fast staining technique is used to stain the microorganisms which are Mycobacterium, spores of Mycobacterium, and protozoal forms, for example oocytes of Cryptosporidium. Now, what is the peculiar about these microorganisms which we are talking about, which will be stained by the acid fast staining method? If we look the structure of Mycobacterium tuberculosis I am talking about, the outer wall means I am talking about the cell wall. This is the Mycobacterium cell wall. Now this cell wall is waxy in nature. Because it is waxy in nature, therefore if we want to stain these microorganisms, the dye is not able to enter inside. Means this cell wall which is waxy in nature, it is impermeable to ordinary staining technique. And because it is impermeable, that's why we are using acid fast staining. What we do in acid fast staining, we use 3-4 steps. Here is the summary of these steps. First we will see what we do actually in acid fast staining. See, the story starts with the patient. He goes to a doctor and he briefs about the symptoms regarding the disease or the infection he is suffering from. The doctor is not able to justify or to conclude that what actually infection the patient is having. Although the symptoms that has been explained by the patient, they are related to certain disease, but doctor or the registered medical practitioner, he himself want to ensure, because it's a matter of rule, any practitioner or any doctor cannot go blindly. So until and unless he is not confirmed about the infection or the microbe which is responsible for the infection, he cannot prescribe the antibiotic. So in order to ensure that, he writes for diagnostic test, and for that test we are going for acid fast staining. Now when the results of this test will confirm, he will correlate the result with the symptoms and he will reach to the conclusion that this particular antibiotic should be prescribed for the patient for treatment. Now this acid fast staining, what actually happens here? Sputum of patient has been taken. Okay, sputum has been taken and smear prepared. So this is the slide. What we do? Sputum of patient is taken, slide has been prepared, and after applying dyes, and after going through certain steps, the final result has been observed under the microscope, and whatever the microbe shows or whatever we observe in the microscope, we conclude our result, and on that basis we can say that particular microbe is present or absent. So first step was sputum was taken, it was kept on slide, smear prepared. This was first step. Now second step. Second step is primary staining. Staining means to provide color. To provide color, it is called staining. It is simple word, it is English word, you understand. Now second step is primary staining. What we do in this step is we apply a difusin or carbonfusin. Along with that, we also use gentle heat. This heat should not be intense. It should be gentle and it should be intermittent heating. Direct heating is not there, intermittent heating is there. Continuous heat is not there. It is gentle and intermittent heating. Now, after preparation of this, we are applying a dye. After applying the dye and it has been kept for small time or fixed duration of time so that the staining is over by primary staining. Second step is this slide is then washed with water, means washing with water is done, and after that 20% H2SO4 is applied to decolorize. As we have seen in the gram staining method, different steps are there. In the here also we can see different steps are there. First we are applying primary dye. Now we want to decolorize. In gram staining, for decolorizing we are using alcohol acetone, but in this step we are using 20% H2SO4 sulfuric acid. In place of 20% sulfuric acid, we can also use 3% HCl in alcohol. Therefore, this method is also termed as acid-fast staining. So second step is over, washing with. To decolorize. Now third step. See, this was the third step. Now we are going to fourth step. First was sputum preparation, second was primary staining, third was decolorization, and now we are talking about this step, counter staining. Means we are using a dye of different color for counter staining. In this step, this slide now it has been washed with water and then counter stained with another dye, methylene blue. So 4 steps are there. Now we have seen that we have used 2 different types of dye with different color. This is the first color given by the primary dye and it is red. So means our sample will show red color, or our sample will show the color imparted by the second dye, that is methylene blue. Now these are the results obtained. Now to conclude, what we interfere or what we interpret, that these red spots or pinkish spots, if they are present in the sample, it means mycobacterium is present, and we can say that acid fast staining bacteria is present in the sputum of patient. Now if it is not present, what is this? What are blue spots? What they indicate? Blue color is given by the background or the bacteria which are non-acid fast. So based on the result, the prescriber can further move, he can further prescribe the antibiotic. So if the mycobacterium is present or the acid fast is present, it will appear as reddish or pinkish and the background will appear as violet color like this. Now we will see the summary, what actually happens. See, it has been divided into 3 different columns: application of dye, reagent which we are using, and what will be the color of our sample. See, we want that whether the bacteria is acid fast or non-acid fast. So this is the column of acid fast and this is the column of non-acid fast bacteria. First, primary dye application. This is the primary dye application. We are applying primary dye carbonfusin. We have seen carbonfusin we are using. Now, when the carbonfusin has been applied, the bacteria, if it is present, it will appear as red. Okay. And if it is non-acid fast, it will also appear red. Because this is the primary dye. Whatever comes, it will stain. Okay. Second step is decolorizer. Okay, decolorization has been done. After decolorization, what we are using? Acid alcohol we are using. We have seen cell color. If we talk about the acid fast, it will appear red. But if it is not acid fast, it will become colorless. Because if the bacterium is mycobacterium, if it is present in the sample, The primary dye which enters into the cell or in the cell wall, it goes inside and it forms a firm bonding with this. So when decolorizer is added, it will not come out. It means primary staining means we are using carbamazepine. It will enter and it will remain here. Means it will not be decolorized because the bacteria is mycobacterium and we have seen it is vaccine nature. It retains the primary. But if it is not mycobacterium or some other bacteria, this sample will become colorless. Third step, counter staining is done by methylene blue. If it is counter stained, this will appear red. Why it will appear red? Because it will retain primary. It will not be counter stained. While if it is non-acid fast, it will take this color, methylene blue, and it will appear as blue in color. So this is the summary, and this is what we conclude or interpret our result. Now, one mechanism is also there, or few questions are also there in this, that why heat is used and why phenol is used. Let us see. See, heat is used in this method because it is responsible for softening of wax or cell wall, and therefore the primary dye, it gets easy entry, which is the dye which we are talking about. In this step, when the primary staining was done, heat was used because it needs to be disrupted. It needs to be softened. So in order to soften, we are using heat. Second question part. Phenol is used because the primary dye is more soluble in phenol in comparison to water. And the next reason is this phenol is more soluble in lipid or wax. This we are talking about. Means this phenol is more soluble, it will retain here, it will not be easily to decolorize. This primary dye when enters, what happens is when it enters with the phenol, it forms a complex. Therefore, diphenol complex, a diphenol mixture, it enters and solubilized in the wax of cell wall. After entry, here it becomes accumulated, it is solubilized here, and therefore it will not be decolorized as we have seen. Therefore, it resists decolorization by 20% H2SO4. This thing will not work. Therefore, phenol acts as mordant. Means phenol helps in the firm binding of dye with the mycobacterium. So this is similar as we have seen in the case of gram staining, where where iodine acts as mordant, while in case of acid fast staining, phenol acts as mordant. So this is the story of acid fast staining and how acid fast staining is done and how results are interpreted. So this is how we'll keep on making things easy. For videos we are coming in the future, please don't forget to press bell icon so that as soon as the video is released, you get the prior notification. So be in touch. Also don't forget to subscribe the channel. Best of luck.